times a week. Arr! If you can see the glow behind me, sunrise. Let's go, Dora. Let's go. Car is warm. Whew. I gotta say, this could be like the best part of my day, right? Mm, mm. And then I go, bring, bring, Debbie Sue. A little bit. I only got a little bit left, so I didn't have to use so much today because literally I ran out. Ran out of my green powder. I have to get it from the health food shop. They actually ran out too. At the start of the week, I went to get some. Didn't have any left. Mm. All right, let's put you down because we have to drive, see the sunrise because it looks smashing, smashing. Hey, Matt, how you going? Matt, the sun is glowing behind me. Glowing, I tell you. So we have to go and see the sunrise. How are you? The sun. Oh, tonight? Because Matt, it must be like, is it 9 o'clock at night, Matt? I don't know. What time is it, Matt? I have no idea. In the UK, the UK is like 9 hours behind, right? It is 6:36. So I'm gonna go. It's 9:30. 9:30. Is it 9:30? Let's go. Hello, hello, hello. Matt, the sun is rising. Oh, later and later at the moment. 6:38 it light rises, which is in 1 minute. Nothing like being on time, Dora. Nothing like being on time. Isn't it interesting, right? That the sunrise has been really early for ages, right? And I've been like getting up later and later and later to catch the sunrise. That is kind of my favourite thing about winter, that I can stay in bed a little bit longer than normal and then I can get up and see the sunrise. I mean, you've got to have some favourite thing about winter, right? It's Nicholas. Hey, Nicholas, how you going? I can't really tell who else is there. I think it's just Matt and Nicholas. Obviously, I am not focusing on the chat. I am driving and drinking my green powder. Mental note to self, Dora. I need to go to Northlands again today and see if they have some more of this stuff. They ran out. Well, I ran out, and at the start of the week, like a good little Vegemite I am, I went to the health food shop to get some. They didn't have any. Well, they did. They had the little jars, and like the little jars are like $50, right? But if you pay 150, it's like, it lasts you heaps longer, right? Heaps longer. All right. We are stuck at the lights. I can see the beach. I can see the North pine trees right in front of me. The sky is kind of like a pinky colour, guys. This could be an interesting sunrise. It could be an interesting sunrise. Guys, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what animal I saw yesterday, guys? Guess what animal I saw yesterday? I'm super excited. All right. Oh my gosh. We are just in time, guys. Literally just in time. Because I know the sun rises at 6:38 right now, but it's got to go over the island first, right? Whoa, wild, wild, wild. Oh, there's lots of cars at the beach, guys. Where are we going to get a park? Come on, Dora. Get a park, get a park, get a park. Get a park, get a park, get a park. Okay, guess what, guys? We have to do a reverse park. Shit, shit, shit. Reverse park, Dora, reverse park. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Oh, okay. We're good, we're good. Shit, girl. You did a reverse park in a hurry. Okay, ready? We did a reverse park. Go, girl. All right, quickly, quickly, quickly. All right, I've got a couple of seconds. I'm just going to put my lip gloss on because, you know, a girl needs to put a lip gloss on before she goes for a walk. Not sponsored, but I'd love to be sponsored. Lucas's Paw Paw Cream. Amazing stuff. It's actually made in Queensland. Okay, let's go, Dora. All right. Okay, I probably don't need all this cold stuff, guys. There is lots of people out and about. Lots of people out and about. Oh, guys, look, someone's lost their phone. That's not. I wonder if they've got a phone number there that I can ring. Is there an emergency number? How do you get a phone number, guys? Does anyone know how to get an emergency number off these things? I'll leave it there anyway. Guys, look, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Woohoo! The sun is rising. The sun is rising. Yeah, sun is rising. Mate, I would leave it because personally, right, if I left my phone, I would quickly go back to where I was last. So by leaving it there, someone will be able to see it when they walk past. Because if I take it to the police station, then if they go looking for it, they have to go back to the police station. Like if I lost my phone, I would quickly go back to the scene of the crime, right? And go back and find it. All right, what are you grateful for this morning, guys? What are you grateful for? Was that your phone? Oh, did you leave it there? Oh, okay. Someone just picked it up. There you go. That's all right. It was on the ground. Yeah, on the steps. So I just picked it up. There you go, guys. And he's using the camera. So you know it's his phone because he's actually like taking a photo. So he was sitting there taking photos and then went for a little bit of a walk and then forgot. So this is why you don't take things straight to the police station because people do come back. Like, point taken remember, guys, when I was up in Toowoomba and I put my handbag down and they said they would take it and then take it to the police station. So, yeah. So, yeah, see? Because sometimes when you take it to the police station, it takes ages to take it to the police station because they've got to, you've got to go through like forms and stuff like that. Oh, no, it's really sad, isn't it? But there you go, it worked. He is walking that way. Good, I'm glad. It is a nice view.
So, what are you grateful for this morning, guys? I'm grateful. Oh, guys, I am grateful that even though I went to bed at, oh my gosh, 1 o'clock in the morning, I am super excited. I am so grateful. Like, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands on the chest. Like, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Whatever you believe in, right? I think I believe in everything. I think that every religion has some beautiful points. Also, every religion on the reverse side has some bad points too, guys. Just saying out loud. That's why I like to say thank you, universe, because the universe gave me that. Look at that. I'm so excited. 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 And I just can't hide it. So, guess what, guys? My trip to Africa is fully organized now, guys. Just ask me. I am organized as hell. So, guys, you guys have heard me talk about I'm going to Africa in under 2 months and this and that. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I am sure what I'm doing. I'm not sure. I haven't booked a flight home, yada, yada, yada. Well, guess what? Your girl has booked her flight home, guys. She's booked a flight home. She's not stuck in Africa somewhere. She's booked a flight home. She's organized her trip. And oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. I had no idea Africa would be this friggin' fantastic. I haven't been there yet, and I am so excited. I had no idea that Africa would maybe turn out to be one of the biggest trips I've ever gone on. Economically, it is going to be one of the most expensive trips I've gone on. I had no idea. And that's another thing to be grateful for, that, I started planning this over a year ago. Actually, it was a year and a half ago I started saving for this and kind of lay buying it. So I'm really thankful to my universe, to my gods, to my angels, right? On my that live, that wherever they are in this world, looking over me. I know my dad would be super excited for me because my dad was just as big a wildlife lover as I am. And he would be so excited that I'm actually going to go see the mountain gorillas in Uganda. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And I feel so, so grateful that I have this opportunity, because I understand that, travel is not something that is a given for everyone. Not everyone wants to travel, mind you, either. Not everyone will have the opportunity. Not everyone puts travel in front of other things. I mean, people might look at my life and go, Jesus, Dora, come on, girl. Focus on other things. But travel has been something that I have loved and adored, I guess, ever since my mum and dad started taking me on trips. So let's blame it on my mum and dad. And it's not because my mum and dad were wealthy, trust me, not at all. My mum and dad were normal people, middle income, both working, not trust fund babies or anything like that. They worked for a living. My dad was a teacher. My mum managed restaurants. So, yeah, from an early age, I realized that, if you want something, you got to work for it. Work for it. And, yeah, I'm working for it. Been working for it. When I come back from this holiday, I'll be still working for it. So I am thoroughly grateful for the opportunity and my gifts. So thank you. Thank you, universe. All right, opportunity to have a drink of water. And I saw an animal yesterday, guys. I saw one of my favorite animals. No one said anything in the chat what it would be. So I don't know who's in the chat at the moment. But I went platypus chasing, guys. And oh, by George, Dora saw a platypus. She saw a platypus. My mate Paul was in the chat. We're having a good old little chatty. And I'm like, oh my God, look at all these people. And guess what? The people were watching and there were flashes and stuff. I was like, oh my God, there must be a platypus. Yeah, so there's a platypus, guys. I am so excited. And look, on a live stream, it's not that great because it is in the distance. And like, you know, on a live, it's not like you can zoom in that well. So, you know, it's probably not for viewing live stream views, but I don't do live streams for the views, guys. I do live streams to keep myself accountable, to connect with some of my mates, and to show people on the other side of the world where I live. This is beautiful Redcliffe. Beautiful. And look, you guys, we got the full moon over there. Well, it's not really a full moon anymore, but was. Beautiful Redcliffe. We're 30 minutes away from Brisbane. Sun has just risen. And we're going to walk. We're going to walk. We're going to walk. We're going to walk. And guess what, guys? It's Friday here in Queensland, Australia, and we have a tractor coming up the beach, guys. And what do we always think about when we see the tractor? We think about manifesting a tractor for our friend Susan. They reckon today is going to be about 24 degrees. Supposed to be somewhat of a warmish, not overly warm, but for winter, 24 degrees is pretty piping good. We've got those jellyfish here. Morning. Lady's walking past me in a bathing suit. She's about to jump into the water. Okay, I can't say I'd be jumping in the water at this time. I think it'd be a little bit, well, a little bit cold, just saying. Just a little bit cold. Let's feel the water, guys. What do we reckon? Oh, there's a bit of seaweed there. Oh, yeah, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. Just saying, guys, there'll be a bit of shrinkage. Woo! Okay. The swimmers are out there, standing out there, having a bit of a conversation. That's one already started swimming. There's definitely less swimmers in winter. Can't blame them. Most of them are wearing wetsuits. You know, just for a slight second, I thought that maybe I could, you know, join the swimming club. But yes, I think I might be waiting for summer for that, guys. And even in summer, guys, you know, even when they swim at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's still a bit cold. I know, I'm a little sook. That's okay. I can call myself a sook, right? So the tractor on the beach, which has a very interesting, like, why would there be a tractor on the beach? The tractor's cleaning the beach. It's raking all the crap off the beach. Not there's a lot of huge crap, but like what I'm trying to say is like they're making it pretty for the weekend. They're raking the beach, literally like, you know, how people rake the leaves off, you know, in their garden to make the garden look nice. If they wanted to do that. So this is what that thing does. It literally rakes the beach. And it's a red tractor. And maybe Susan doesn't need a red tractor. Mostly tractors are kind of green. I think of tractors and I think green because up here in southeast Queensland, there's John Deere. John Deere is a kind of a tractor specialist. And all their tractors are green. So when I think of tractors, I think green tractors. What's he doing? What is he doing? No. It's going on an angle. Oh, he's trying to. Oh, he's pushing sand around. He's playing sandcastles, guys, with his tractor. Why not? Sandcastles are fun. I don't know what he's doing, guys. He's pushing sand around, I think. There's a bit of a hole here, that's why. And he's just going through the hole. Yeah, that's it. And the hole's from the stormwater drain that sometimes comes all the way out here. So, guys, look at this. Nature's artwork. Our friend CL, a lot of you guys know CL from Florida. Her channel does watercolors. And she's very, very talented, and she works full time. And in her spare time, she loves to paint. And, she niches down. She just does painting on her channel. I like Dora that does a bit of everything. But she knows that Dora loves to paint. Anyway, she came to my channel, my platypus channel, not platypus channel, my God, I've only got one channel, my platypus video from yesterday. And she said, guess what? It's it's watercolor painting month. And she hadn't heard of it either before, but apparently she heard it on Evie's channel, so Evie's Eden. Now, Evie's Eden's also now niched down. She's just a watercolor. Well, she's not just, but she's just been posting watercolors. And she's done so well, guys, because she's niched down, right? So everyone that's looking at her channel are interested in watercolors. Man, I was talking about niching down yesterday. Not for me personally. I couldn't niche down if I tried, guys. Okay, let's get out of this area. Or we're going to end up in a rock. There's a little bit of rocks here. And there's seaweed. And I don't like to just stand on seaweed because I don't know what I'm standing on. So, yeah. So it is watercolor month, guys, in July. Isn't that amazing? So it is my Friday. And although I do have the day off work, I have a few things I need to do. There is a growing list. Like, I actually have to apply for, my trip to Africa is not completely complete yet. I haven't applied for my visas. So you have to apply for certain countries to go to. So they want to, make sure that they know who's coming. And I have to pay some money. Of course I do. So the biggest thing, though, I couldn't do my visas. My friends did their visas a week ago that I'm going with because I don't have a return ticket home. And on the visas, they want to know that you're leaving their country, right? So I couldn't provide that because I didn't have a flight home. So anyway, long story short, I've booked my tickets home. And I've got a really good deal, guys. Oh my God, there's a little island here. This looks so cute. All right, let's walk over here. Oh, it's getting a little deeper. Ooh, a little deeper. Wow. Now, CL, if you're watching this later on, this would be amazing to paint right here. I mean, I don't know how I would paint it, but I think this would be really pretty. Look at the lines here and the lines going in to the ocean. Little lappings of water coming in. And then this beautiful ray of sunshine coming in and the sun rising. That beautiful color. Look at that. And sometimes it's really good to stop and just take note of where you are and how extremely grateful I am for this moment in time. I know it's just a moment, and you on the other side of the world watching this to be like, it's just the sunrise. It's just Dora at the beach as she always is on most mornings. And they'll be lurking on other people's lives too. And that's fine, because I get it. That's their lives. This is my life, right? This is actually like my life. This is where I am right now in this moment. I'm on the beach, feet in the sand, and it feels beautiful in your feet, right? Absolutely beautiful. Technically, I'm on a little island. A little island. There's the mainland over there. The mainland is Redcliffe. You can see the moon there. And I can say that the sand feels so nice on my feet. And just look at that. That is so nice. So it says I've got 5 people watching. Could someone say hello so that I know that, I'm alive. I'm alive. I know I'm alive. But am I live? Am I live? Am I on a live stream? It says I have 5 or 6 likes. I don't know. Swimmy is coming in. He's had enough. He's had enough. He's like, I've had enough. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, if I was painting right now, and look at this, guys. Someone's drawn a little love heart and little squiggles. Someone's foot. Let's see if that's not my foot, is it? But my foot fits there. Whoever owns that foot has nearly the same toes as I have. Wow. That wasn't my foot. Wow. Absolutely wow. Can we get off this island, guys? Can we get off this island? Seagull, can we get off this island? Can we go this way? There's no bridge, but we're going to walk on water, guys. Yes, I know I'm not Jesus, guys. I'm just saying, can I walk on water? Literally, I'm not walking on water. I'm literally, we're walking back to the mainland, guys. We're back on the mainland. All week we've been walking through here and we've noticed there's been a lot of seagrass. A lot of seagrass, way more than normal. Way more than normal. Oh, there are people there. I had no idea, guys. Look at that, guys. I thought the chat was stuck on Matt ages ago, guys. I could see lots of people in the background. And there's people there. We've got Looks Fun, Dora. Custom Desi. Hello, Custom Desi. I don't think I've met you before. Welcome in. Hey, Kirsty. It's Hearts Humble Homestead. Or it's Kirsty and Dean. Hey, Kirsty and Dean. Did you like my edit, guys? Did you like my edit for Dancing with Dora this week? It was effectively Dancing with Dora with Dean and Kirsty and Debbie Sue. Susan! Susan! Hey, Susan! Susan's got, yes, the chat is moving. I just didn't see it, Susan. It wasn't actually coming through. That was really weird. For about, good 10 minutes, I was sitting there going, I don't think there's anyone there. But there's a whole lot of people, the chat kept on going, 7, 9, 3, 2, 4. I was like, there's people there, but they're not saying hello. It's weird. I don't judge. YouTube's weird sometimes. They disconnected right there. What is going on in the chat? And I had no idea. I'm Australian, bro. They said they're from Deception Bay. You're just literally around the corner. But anyway, I would have lost everyone by now anyway. John Deere's tractors are green. Kombuto is orange. All right, guys, I don't know if I've come back. I am back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I don't know how long I was talking to myself. Obviously, I wasn't talking to myself. That is so weird. Oh, well, Susan did hear me talk about the tractor then. And welcome in. I'm sure I've lost them again because the live stream disconnected a few times. We had someone from Deception Bay, literally around the corner, guys. That's cool. And someone else from somewhere else. Kirsty and I are still here. Yeah, that's right. The most important people are there. No picture now, but still around. What? No picture? How's there no picture? Susan, do you see a picture? Oh. Do you see a picture? I have a picture. Okay, cool. Oh, so look, guys, you know how I've said this week they would basically be cleaning this up? They are. There's all this seaweed, literally piles of it. And then the tractor is actually cleaning it up. So we can actually get over to Lavender's Rock today, guys. We haven't been able to do that for a good week. So that tractor has been busy. Busy. Gotta say, I think it's a really good service that they do clean up the beach like this. It's not like, we're like the Gold Coast, right? I understand it's not the Gold Coast, but still, it's a beautiful little place. And, as a local, I like to come to the beach, right? So they clean up the beach for the locals. Technically, we've paid for it too, right? My rates and for the house pays for the services. Like, I'm always astounded about how clean our toilets are, our public toilets. There's always toilet paper. They're cleaned every day. The barbecues are cleaned every morning. And that's because, our council pays our rates, puts the money towards the community, which I think is great. So, guys, I normally on a Friday aren't here. I'm normally at Pilates, but my Pilates class got cancelled. It's been cancelled all week, actually. So, they're picking up all the dead seagrass or seaweed. Actually, Susan, I have been thinking about, I think I said this to Paul one day, I've been thinking about taking some seaweed home and putting it in the garden. I think it'd be really good, wouldn't it? Look at the piles of it. Look, they've got a truck to take it away because there's so much of it. Wow. All right, we're going to walk over to the Lavender's Rock. Lavender's Rocks looks a bit different these days because there's a little bit of mangroves here. I don't think you can see this. Oh, mangroves? Yeah, little mangrove spores. There's Lavender's Rock. So one day's Lavender's Rock is going to be covered with mangroves. Is that not? I think it's a beautiful thing, really. Jasper is snoring on my feet. Oh, that's a little bit cute. Oh, so, Kirsty, you put seaweed in your garden too? Okay. So we're going to do a little kick. Lavender's Rock. Through the week, guys, someone strange came into our chat. I don't want to say strange. I mean, obviously, now that I've taken everyone off moderation, our chat looks a little bit more friendly. And I've been getting different people to my chat. And sometimes different people are, well, what were they called? Puppy lovers. Have you met them yet, Susan? Puppy lovers? Well, anyway, I think they're related to Lavender because they said, oh, and hey, how you going? And then said, oh, by the way, Lavender's in hospital. Something happened. So that was interesting. I've met Lavender's, I think Rose. We've met Liam. And whoever Puppy Lover is, so they used to live with Lavender. So it must be one of Lavender's siblings. Yes, seaweed in your garden, compost could be good. It's small amounts. We are not allowed to take attached seaweed, but we can take washed up stuff. Ah, okay. I actually have a bucket in my car, so I might actually come back down here later on and get some from down here. Where I'm parked up there, I don't think there's much seaweed. It's more kind of come down this end because it's kind of, I guess the tide has pushed it into this area. Ah, she said she was Lavender's sister. Okay, Kirsty did look at that. Okay, good to know. Thanks, Kirsty. Look at this, guys. Is that not beautiful? Is that not beautiful? I love the reflection. Let me just clean the lens, guys. I think the lens might be a little bit dirty. Okay, let's clean it with a jumper, Dora. Clean it with a jumper. There we go. That's a bit better. Still a bit hazy. Was that my eyesight that's hazy? Could be. It could be. Another sibling, Susan says. Yep, Susan, another sibling. Hey, sorry, Wayne, I didn't realise. Yeah, I did realise, but I completely didn't know you came back. So you changed your channel name. So Custom Screen Printing is Wayne from America. He does a lot of live streaming, but he's changed his channel to Custom Desi, which I think I read there meant custom design. Custom Desi. Well, I actually didn't know that was you originally. I thought Desi was like a lady's like nickname kind of thing. So I'm glad I didn't say, "Hey Desi, how you going?" Or did I already? Probably. Okay, good to know, Wayne. You've changed your name, and you've also changed your logo. Normally your logo was kind of blues and reds. Most times I know people's logos before I see their handle. And I'm gonna be honest, guys. After taking everyone off moderation so that my chat looks a little bit more friendlier, I can't even see people's names now because I'm, not blind, but eyesight challenged sometimes, okay? Let's go with that. I'm eyesight challenged. Look at this. Nature's little paintings. I think that's so beautiful. Like I was saying before when I thought I was talking to myself, which you probably did hear me say, that CL told me, CL from Florida, which a lot of you guys know CL, she said that Evie told her, Evie Eden, that it's watercolour month. So it is the 3rd of July today. Oh, tomorrow is the 4th. Not that that means anything to us in Australia. Just means our American friends will be all having fireworks and everything. I guess my Sunday, which will be technically the 5th for us, but that's when all our American friends will be having lots of barbecues. I know my friend Shannon, or our friend Shannon from the chat, Shansters Travels. I know she was getting her backyard all nice and beautiful for summer, but I'm sure she'll be having a 4th of July pool party in her backyard. I know Mike Adventure Sparks he'd bought a few little fireworks on his live stream yesterday. He actually let off one of the smoky things in the car park where he's staying for his work, and it just like it kind of went smoky for a little while in greens. So yeah, I think he's going to do something. So it'll be nice to see what our friends do. Well, actually, Amanda's in chat. Amanda, what are you doing? What are you doing for? Well, let's get up here. What are you doing for the 4th of July, Amanda? I don't know if there's anyone else from America in the chat. Oh, well, Wayne was, but he's gone. Nicholas is back. I'm out of it. Sorry. Okay. Didn't know you were in it. Oh, you're back in hospital, Nicholas. That's not good. Susan was saying through the week you had to have a surgery or something, and then you left the chat, so I couldn't ask you what was going on. I mean, I know you've had a collapsed lung. And look, my mum tells me this stuff too because she reads the chat, right? And she's always asking what's going on with Nicholas. Is Nicholas okay? And she's probably praying for you, Nicholas, too. So, yeah. You're saying, okay, let's say the comfortable bed, the hospital bed is, oh no, is really comfortable. Okay, that's good. And I guess if you're in hospital, that means you're getting some treatment. That's good. You don't feel okay. It's probably the medication they're giving you. I don't know. But talk to your doctors. And look, sometimes it can be just the fact that you are in hospital too. I mean, I know you said you've got a comfy bed. And I know that you always say that you go to is it St Andrews or something? I mean, I don't know Melbourne, but that's what I hear you say. And I'm sure that's a nice hospital. But sometimes just even being in hospital and not at home can make you feel, uncomfortable and not feel very good. I visited a friend yesterday in hospital, and she said to me, look, it's comfortable. I feel lovely. There's nice nurses and stuff. But she goes, there's nothing better than being at your home, right? So maybe that's what it is, Nicholas. I hope it's just that, Nicholas, and that you're not feeling unwell for any other reasons. But then you are in hospital, so I hope everything's okay. Susan got here. Okay, what hospital are you in this time, Nicholas? If you don't feel okay, call the nurse. The nurse says it's normal. I'm having delusions and brain frogs. The surgeon says everything was perfect. I'm not sure what to say about that. I don't know. Obviously, I'm definitely not a trained professional in any medical capacity whatsoever. It never come to me for any medical advice. It'll end up in disaster. But I'm sorry about I'm not having to laugh at you, obviously, Nicholas. But I guess they are the professionals, Nicholas. You can ask for a second opinion, I guess, if you want. But if you are having brain, what did you say there? Having delusions and brain fog, it could be, some of the medication they've put you on can make you feel a bit irky. Medication sometimes has an effect on other part. It might fix one part, but then it can give you effects in another part. So maybe it's a side effect. And everyone's body's different, I guess. Everyone reacts differently to medication. Whoa, she's bright. Okay, let's walk, guys. I need to get back to my car. I need to get my beanie off because it is nice. I need to get my scarf off because it's nice. And you're saying, Dora, don't drop it because, I'm fabulously drop things on the beach and then I lose them. So, guys, I'm not sure how long everyone was in the chat for when I was rambling to myself. But I've been kind of banging on about my African holiday and how I'm a little bit, I was a little bit frustrated. Let's go with that. Because I was trying to organise the African trip and it's a little bit hard to organise, right? Just because Africa's a kind of very different place to going to like Asia or Europe. Africa is not a place that is easily done solo. You guys know that I like to travel solo and backpack and, see like the local side more than like, staying in 5-star hotels and stuff like that. That's not my jam. That might be other people's jam. That's fine. But other people would look at my stuff and go, oh God, I wouldn't be staying in a backpack. It's, oh my God, it's dirty. And that's on them, right? They probably never stayed in a backpackers. Though in saying that, sometimes they are dirty. But you know what? I don't travel for the accommodation. I travel for the experience, right? Different feelings. And look, people travel for different reasons. And this trip to Africa has turned out to be quite a monster in ways. I thought I was just going on a month holiday with some of my girlfriends and guy friends from high school. And of course, I should know better because Dora is her own worst enemy. Dora's like, well, you know what? If I'm going all the way to Africa, I might not ever go back. So I'm only doing a touch on an area. So, and because I'm doing it completely different to how I normally travel with my friends, because they would never ever backpack. So I'm having a completely different experience the first month I travel. I won't know myself at all. And it has been a really interesting experience because I think earlier the week I talked about lay-by or lay-away. I think a lot of people might not even know what that is. Though if you're around my age, maybe you do. Lay-by is where you don't put things on credit cards and take it home. You actually buy something, but you're actually leaving it at the store because you haven't actually paid for it yet. You put a deposit down, and every couple of weeks you've got to come back and pay a little bit more money to it. And then after you've paid it off, you get to take it home. And I've got to say, lay-buying was such a satisfying thing to do when I was younger because it kind of taught me the value of money, right? It kind of, put budgeting into perspective that, if I spend all my money going out to the pubs, then, well, I can't afford to pay, a little bit more off whatever I was buying, right? And sometimes it might have been like, I can't remember what I would have laid by, guys. No idea. But it was a good way of saving and preparing for something that you really wanted. Hey, Red Bull Princess. Hey, Mum, how you going? Isn't the sun bright, Mum? Isn't the sun bright? Hey, UK Pavin. Hello. Hello, dear. Kirsty's saying hello to you. She's from the UK. Heart's Humble Homestead. She's from the UK also. Welcome in. This is Australia, if you haven't picked up on. Anyway, I'm just talking about how, basically, I kind of lay-byed my holiday in ways because literally a year and a half ago, I was invited to join my friend's trip and I started paying it off. So in the last week, I've been trying to organise the last half of my travel. I hadn't even booked a flight home. I had booked a flight to Africa. And I'm sure to my mum's display, she's like, you haven't booked a flight home? Why would you do that? Well, why I would do that is because when the Iraq stuff happened, petrol came up, flights were getting ridiculously expensive, and I hadn't decided when I was coming home. So I thought, you know what, just book your flight to Africa. At least that way you can get to the trip. Otherwise, if you leave it any longer and decide when you're actually going to come home, the flights could be really expensive. So that's why I just booked a one-way, and I have finally booked my ticket home. I was up at crazy o'clock last night to organise it. And yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Okay, putting my stuff back in the car. And I'm going to get a hat because she's warm. Oh, shit. I was about to say, where's my keys? Crap. Okay. Hat. 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 It's really warm. Okay. Where is a hat, Dora? Where's my normal house? Whew. You know what? I could actually even take this off, guys. It's actually warm. Right, give me a second. Philip. Hello, Philip. Thank you for $5 or $50. I see. I can't even read. $50, $5. Thank you. Guess what? I've got pockets. I do have pockets somewhere. It's got pockets, pockets, pockets. Okay, let's have some water. Okay. Back there. Actually, open the car. I have something. I have almond date roll. I bought this a couple of weeks ago, and I just want to. Oh shit! Oh whoops! 2 second rule, right? 2 second rule. Let's have a little bitey. Looks like I've already had a bite out of it actually already. It's just dates with almonds in it. It's really tasty. Philip, thank you for your $5 donation. Thank you. I appreciate you. How are you, Philip? I haven't seen you all week actually. Have you been busy working? Okay. Oh, UK Praveen is from India. Okay, whereabouts in India? I've actually had a few people come in from India this week. At the start of the week, I was talking about Indian food actually, and how in the UK, funnily enough, because your channel says UK, how they eat curry with chips. Curry with chips. And I was asking Susan if she did it. And she said, yeah, she loves a bowl of, she used to, in the UK, she's had curry with a side of chips. And let's ask Kirsty. Kirsty's in the UK. Kirsty, would you have curry and chips? My mum, I doubt she'll have curry with chips. My mum will probably think that's nothing worse than curry with chips. This is so good. Okay, we're going to get back on the beach in a second. Morning. All right, back to the beach. Actually, guys, let me dirty my bum by sitting on this. Oh, well, too bad. Why are you sitting down, Dora? I'll show you why I'm sitting down, guys. I'm doing knee flicks. Let me just stuff my face for a second. I'm just eating the rest of that date. And let me tell you why I'm flicking my legs. Okay. Sorry, I've missed a few things again. Yeah, Susan is from Australia too. Nicholas is from Australia. Philip's from Australia. They're all from Australia. Kirsty is she's an adopted sister, but she's living in the UK at the moment. I've made triple choc chip muffins yesterday. Maybe I should have one of these for my breakfast. Oh, that sounds quite nice. Triple choc chip muffins. Man, can you send me a photo of that? Philip's got here. I've been away at a friend's doing a lot of stuff, helping out with production and things like with a film she's doing. It's an independent film. It's not bigger or anything. Oh, that's fun, Nicholas. Sorry, not Nicholas. That would be fun, Philip. Independent film. So will that be like hoping that, they will, get recognised and make it a little bit bigger? But, I guess sometimes people make films not just because they're going to go, blockbusters, but they just want to, and they know, I guess it's kind of like, I guess it's like be on YouTube. It's not like I make a video thinking that I'm going to make $1 million. I'm going to be like, an overnight sensation. I make a video because I want to, make a video on that topic and put it on my YouTube for maybe me or for someone else. Like, for example, I did my orangutan video for my mum because my mum wanted to see the orangutans. And it's for me, obviously, too, so I can look back and go, oh, I went and saw the orangutans one time. But I guess it's probably the same with, like, independent films. Like, the budget is not like a blockbuster. They're not hiring, like, Nicole Kidman and, I don't know. I don't even know who big stars are these days. I don't watch movies very often. But, to portray a feeling or a story. And I've actually heard, well, not that I'll be honest, I haven't seen a lot of independent films. I think the last independent film I saw was a story about Julian Assange. Don't like to talk about politics on my channel, but I'm a big supporter of Julian Assange. And there was an independent film made of a bit of his life, and I went and saw that at one of the independent movie theatres, and it was amazing. It was really, really good. Obviously, it never got picked up. It was a big movie, but that wasn't the point. Okay, let me tell you why I'm doing this, guys. Now that I've finished stuffing my face. So, at the start of the week, you guys heard me talking, or maybe you didn't, but I was talking about how I need a little bit of help or advice from you guys on what to do about squatting. Now, Dora loves to talk about toilets. Well, it is an issue. Africa, and I'm doing a trip called an overland adventure, which basically is me with a few other people, strangers, in a four-wheel drive truck. And basically the four-wheel drive truck becomes like your home. I don't sleep in the truck, but we're driving from location to location in this big four-wheel drive truck. And because the roads in Africa are not like the roads we have here in Australia, they could be dirty and muddy and dusty, and it's going to be a bumpy ride, right? Which means that when you pull over on the side of the road to go to the bathroom, there won't be like public toilets. Like I've got a public toilet just over here behind this tree here. It's a nice public toilet. There's always toilet paper. There's always lots of cubicles. There's showers. But we're at the beach, right? Not all public toilets have showers and toilets and showers. But Africa is not going to be like that you can pull up and there's going to be a public toilet with beautiful toilets, with Western toilets, should I say, Western toilets with toilet paper. Now, Dora has talked a little bit about how she has arthritis in one of her knees. And that's okay. It doesn't really affect me too much, right? But I have been warned that the toilets are not a very nice situation. Like there is always an option of a squat toilet sometime, not always, a squat toilet and a Western toilet. And because the Western toilets aren't like cleaned regularly, they might not be as nice to use, obviously. And you probably got to BYO your own toilet paper. So Dora put it to the chat the other day that, well, she's not very good at squatting anymore. Mum, I don't know if you heard my story the other day. I actually did a demonstration. Oh, let me show you guys. Let me show you. So I don't know if you've had the pleasure, but if you have had the pleasure, we're talking about a toilet, which is a hole in the ground. Now, my friend from Africa, there is also squat toilets in Africa. The squat toilets in Indonesia. My mum knows all about it. In Asia is, squat toilets are actually regarded as a lot cleaner than Western toilets because Western toilets, guys pee over the seats. Just saying, guys, come on. So anyway, moral of my story is, if you have to do a squat, this is what I can do, guys. This is how low I can go. If I do a normal squat, that's how low I can go. Now, if you go like that, that's not low enough, right? And you're going to wee all over yourself, okay? Just saying. Sorry about being graphic. Sorry, but not sorry. So the alternative is, this is how low I can go if I have to go like this. It's not very low. As I said, my left knee doesn't want to play the game, so that's the lowest I can go. But the problem is, it's not about how low you can go, it's how long you can hold it, right? Because a number one is a little bit faster, but not always. If you drink a lot of water like Dora, you might have to hold that pose for a little while longer. If you have to do a number two, well, let's say we're screwed, right? Because I can't hold the pose. I did a demo. I could do it 20 seconds by meditating. I had to do it 20 seconds by meditating. That's not easy. And still, I'm not convinced that I wouldn't pee all over myself. So the moral of my story is Dora avoids squat toilets like the plague. Like in Indonesia, when I was in Indonesia last, a couple of months ago, Bali's pretty good. They don't have a lot of squat toilets, okay? But outside of Indonesia, I mean Bali, like when I went to the Gili Islands or the island of Flores, different locations that aren't so touristy actually have squat toilets, and I would avoid them. Or, I'm sorry to be like this, but if I was swimming, well, I pee in the ocean, guys, okay? You know, to avoid peeing in a squat toilet. You find ways of, avoiding the squat toilet, okay? Just ask me. This is what I do all the time. But if I'm in Africa on an overland track, in an overland bus, the bus doesn't have a toilet, right? We're not talking about little luxury European bus liners. Anyway, so my question to the chat the other day was, what do I do? And I said, speaking out loud, I went, I think what I have to do is go to a physiotherapist, because at least a physiotherapist might give me some guidance on how I could do this. This is what Diego thought I should do. Let me show you. I can't show you really, but Diego said that I should get a hiking stick and then go to the toilet and go hold on to the hiking stick. But the problem with that is I'd put the hiking stick down and I'd leave it somewhere. So that's not a good thing either, because that has happened before. I technically have two hiking sticks, and I lost one hiking stick because I put it down and I forgot to take it with me. So yeah, that's not a successful one either. And I don't think it'd be really a good look. Oh, there's a pelican, guys. There's a pelican. Pelican alert. Pelican alert. Pelican. Okay, hello, pelican. Good chance if we walk up that way, there'll be a pelican. So anyway, I don't know. I sidetracked, guys. Anyway, I went to a physio, guys. That's what my friend Coach Mean Reen happened to be on the same live stream, and she is a exercise coach. And I said to her, I'm asking her for advice, but I kind of said, what do you think? And she said, I was going to say the same thing. You should go to a physiotherapist. So anyway, guess what Dora did? She went to a physiotherapist. And basically, he said to me, this is one to do. They're called flutters. Dangle off the side of a table and do this. You're going to alert mode, my friend. Jasper is awake. That's all right, mate. I'll talk to you later, mate. Yes, this is Christian. It is Where Are You? Where are you, bro? Good day, bro. I'm in southeast Queensland in a place called Redcliffe. So anyway, this is one tactic. Another tactic that I need to do, that I've given some exercises, is, okay, let's find a pole that should be cleaner than that. That looks a bit like yuck. All right, let's go with this pole. Go as low as you can, feel. I know you can't see me really because of the sun. And we just hold it for 3 seconds, 5 times. 1. What time we got? Okay, oh, okay. Obviously, if you're watching this, hey Wayne, how you going? Barbara at Studios Wayne. Obviously, if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, that's not going to help you, Dora, because you're holding up against a pole, and if you're in Africa, you're not going to be the squat toilets aren't going to be like that. True, yes, guys. But what I'm trying to do is build strength. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on with the physiotherapist. I've got to do the flutters. I have to do this 5 times, counting to 30 every second day. There's more exercises, but let me keep on going. So you get as low as you can find out feel comfortable, hold. And it's not easy. You can put your legs as fast as you can, not farther, but not knees not over feet. Okay, hold. Rotate. Yes. 28, 29, 30. Oh my gosh. Woo. Okay. That's why you got to do it every second day, because it actually does hurt. It really does hurt. Hey, Maddie, how you going? Hey, how are you, Maddie? Sorry if I've missed you there. Philip Scott here. I remember you using leaves to wipe my butt when I was in a bush. Yes, yes. Hopefully we don't have to go there, Philip, just saying. I mean, I will always bring toilet paper with me. All right, we've done 2 sets. Let's go. Twenty, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh my gosh. Off. Like you can really feel it. It engages like this area here. Obviously, it's not just my knees that need to, it's not just my knees. It's like, obviously, you need to action, there's all this stuff, the quads and your glutes. So that's what that action's about. Look, again, don't come for me for tips, right? Disclaimer, don't come for me for tips. I'm just sharing what I'm doing to help be able to squat. It doesn't happen overnight too, right? Is that my 3rd one? Yeah, 3rd. Is it 3rd or is it 4? Can someone tell me, have I done 3 sets or 4? I think I've done 3. Okay, let's go. 20. I'm shaking. Oh. Okay. Let's have a little break and look at the tractor. Hey, tractor. So this tractor comes on a Friday and he's basically raking up the beach and making it all pretty for the weekend. So today is Friday here in Australia. It is 7:47 a.m. and he's just going to go backwards and forwards and make this beautiful beach really nice and clean and ready for the weekend. It is school holidays, so there'll probably be a lot of people out today because it's beautiful. Like, this is winter, guys. This is winter. How glorious is this? How glorious. So the tractor is turning around. So he's journeying back the other way. And always when we look at this tractor, we always manifest a tractor for Susan. Like Susan said before, that tractor would look really good in her yard. It would look amazing in her yard. And you know what? I think Susan would look amazing in this tractor. Can you imagine Susan with a like that front thing? I don't know what you call that, the bucket. And imagine Susan with like, I don't know what she'd do with the raking thing, but I'm sure Susan would figure out what to do with that thing. Oh, he's burying. Is he burying? No, he's picking up. He's about to pick up a log. He's picking up a log. There you go. He's picking it up. And he's going to take it back to the end of the beach. And at the end of the beach, there's a truck picking up all the rubbish and taking it away. And that's what my local council does here. And I think it's amazing. Like, I'm going to be honest, every time my rates come in, so every 4 months, by owning a house here in this area, and this is everyone has to do this in Australia, right? I'm sure in the UK it's the same, and in America is the same, right? You've got to pay rates, right, for having a property in a location. And those rates, some of that money goes to the local community for, looking after things like our public spaces. Like, we've got water there for the dogs to drink. We've got water here for us to drink. This beautiful shelter that I use for my exercise. It's amazing. The public toilets that always have toilet paper and that are cleaned every day. The barbecues are cleaned. There's a barbecue right here. Look at this, guys. It's clean. I bet you fingers crossed it's clean, guys. Yep, look at this. It's clean. Isn't that amazing? And it's free. Just press the button and it's free. We can cook our food here. It's amazing. Have a drink of water. And that's where our rates go. So every time I grumble about paying my rates, I've got to remember that I actually benefit from those rates, right? I get to use this beautiful space. All right, let's do one more set, guys. One more set. Susan's got, I can imagine for you, Susan. I think you would look, it'd be called Sexy Susan in her tractor. That's how I see Susan in her tractor. Sexy Susan in her tractor. What is Susan wearing? I'm just going to call you Sexy Susan now, okay? Sexy Susan in tractor. All right, one more set. Susan's like, what? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh. Okay, we are strengthening up in our quads. Now, he said, my nice little physio said, she'd only do that every second day, Dora, because that actually does, it's quite strength loading, like as in like it's quite, that's not the right words. It's quite demanding of the body. And if you do that every day, that's too much, right? But he said, these things here that I do, these flutters, he goes, you can do that all day. And like, does this remind you of a little kid? Like, when you were a little kid, like just waiting, just sitting on the chair, dangling your legs. Obviously, I can't sit at a chair and dangle my legs anymore. I'm a bit too tall for that. But I used to do that at the kitchen table, waiting for my lunch or my dinner and go, Mum, where's my dinner? Pretty much exactly what I would have probably done. Mum, I'm hungry. So I like this. This feels great. Feels great. And it's a simple life. Hello, simple life. You sent me a star. Thank you. I don't know what that means. Can someone explain to me? Because, like, Mike at the start of the week was sending me chilies. I was like, what the hell does this mean? It's a sort of money thing, is it? I don't understand. Just can someone tell me what it means? A simple life. Thank you. Is your name Brittany? Is it Simple Life Brittany? I think your name's Brittany, is it? I'm not sure. But thank you for sending me a star. I don't know exactly what that means. It's the gifts turn into money. What? The gifts turn into money. My name is Simple. Oh, okay. So your name is not Brittany. Okay. Simple family lifestyle. Are you the channel that does the fish tank? Is that the Simple channel? I don't know. Remind me about your channel. I can't remember. I actually haven't seen your channel for a while. I'm sorry. If you don't mind, do me a favor. If you can go to my latest video and just put an emoji and say hello, that way I can come back and actually check out your channel, because in a live stream, I thank you, appreciate you for coming into my live stream, but the chat doesn't download for 24 hours. And then by 24 hours, I'm on to my next adventure, right? And I hardly ever go back and look at my live stream chats. And this star thing, I'm not sure how that all works. You're saying it's a money thing, but I don't know how that works as a money thing, because I can see up there that I've got likes and that I've got a $5 tip from my friend Philip, and it does say one. So that means I got a one gift, but I don't know what that really means. So obviously yeah, I don't know. Can you explain how it works? Thank you for your gift though. But so if I'm on a live stream, if I'm in, say I was in your live stream, how do I do a gift if I was going to send you a gift? Because, like, yeah, Mike sent chilies to me the other day. He must have thought I was spicy, right? So let me think about the other. Okay, the other thing I need to do is I need to use a band. I tie the band to here. I put that around my ankle, and then I lightly bend my knees, and then all I'm doing is this. So I'm building this strength down here by pulling against the band, and then I do the same with the other leg. But I can't do that here, obviously, because I need a band. I'm just trying to think my other exercise. There's 4 of them, and then in between, that's every second day. And then in between, flutters. We can do that all day long, the flutters. On my phone, is a little gift box at the bottom. Oh, okay. Good to know. Oh, you just sent me a chili. I got a chili. Hello for my chili. Thank you for my chili. I love chilies. I love chilies. Oh, thank you. Get the sunblock out. I know. It is a little bit like that today. That's why I've got a big hat on. That's why I've got a big hat on, because it blocks the sun a lot, because I already have a lot of freckles, right? So that's why I use this hat. It turns into money on the AdSense. Oh, right. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for explaining that to me. It says I've got 4 of them. Did you send me 4 things, or did someone else send that to me? So you sent me a star and a chili. Thank you. Thank you for educating us. Nice place to wake up. I know. It is nearly 8 o'clock in the morning now on Friday morning, and we're doing little flutters with our knees. Oh, I've got a hat. Did I get a party hat? Oh, wait on. Now it says 14. How the hell have I got 14? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, A Simple Life. Step on something with your foot, please. It's really necessary to argue. What? Step on something with your foot, please. It's necessary to argue. I don't know what that means. You sent me a party hat, Simple. Okay, so I can see in the chat, sent chili, sent party hat. Okay, I'm gonna say, I must have activated something through the week, because only this week have I been sent gifts. Or is this just? I'm guessing this is in. I don't know. I've never been able to see the ability to send someone a gift. So obviously, I know when I'm on someone's live stream, down in the corner there, I have sent people tips. So there's a little money and a note. So you click on that, and that's how you send a tip. So obviously, somewhere down there is also a gift. Okay. do you know how much? I mean, I know it's not about money because it's not about that. I mean, it is. Okay, let me just reframe. How much does it cost to send a chili? Is there different prices for like a star is this price and a chili is this price and a party hat's this price? How does it work money wise? Matt Launton says, "Hello, Maria. Is there any? Okay, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay, they have different price points. Okay, I can't see it on my laptop. I will need to look on my phone. Jump, jump, jump. I did jump. If you look at the start of my live stream, I jumped at sunrise, guys. So I don't just jump for everyone. Jumping is special, right? Okay, and then the other exercise he told me to do is a bridge. Okay, let's do a bridge. And he said I could do these many times as a day as I want, right? Let's do an awkward bridge. Now, just get my keys because I left them over there. We'd hate to leave our keys. Okay. Again, I'm not teaching anything here, guys. I'm just doing my own exercises for my own knee rehab so I can squat. So the bridge, again, I'm not teaching anything, guys. The bridge apparently I can do all day long if I wanted to. Apparently that's really, really good for your hip thrusters, for your glutes, and obviously it's helping my knees, right? Because the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm going to Africa and they will be squat toilets, and I need to be able to hold a squat more than 20 seconds. Otherwise, I'll fall in the hole, literally. Okay, so then we're going to finish off with some flutters. Flutters. I like these flutters. They're very. I look like a. You look like a typical British high class pretty woman. Oh, thank you. I have to take out dinner. It was nice seeing everyone. Have a good day. Hey, thank you, A Simple Life, Simple Family Lifestyle, for teaching us about gifts. And thank you for sending me some gifts, some chilies, and a party hat, and some stars. That was really cool. As I said, I've never known about it. Yeah, so I'll have to figure out how that all works. Hey, we'll send Susan a gift on her next video, on her live tomorrow. Hopefully she's not here to hear that. She probably knows all about it anyway. She's probably been getting gifts, right? And Mother Terrorista says, "Hello, Matthew. Hallie, how are you?" It's an absolutely beautiful day. Look, isn't that like a beautiful archway? All right, let's walk. Guys, let's walk. Want to make sure we take the keys with us. Don't want to be like that guy this morning that left his phone on the side at the beach. Thankfully, he came back, right? So it's really nice to walk in the sand after Chuck been on here and raked it all up. It feels so nice. The tractor's coming back. Oh, my phone too, looking at those gifts. You purchase jewels and use them to send gifts that equal different prices. Okay, so Kirsty, so what, you gotta pay for like $10 worth of gifts, and then when you're in a live stream you can send like, a hat, a chili here or there, right? So it's not nominating like a tip of $5 or $2 or anything like that. You just basically, how much do that, I mean, I know you're in the UK, but how much do like the gifts equal out to be? Just out of curiosity. Ouch. So there's a fair bit of seaweed down here too. Now I wonder where that pelican went, guys. Where did that pelican go? So regarding knee rehab and stuff like that and getting myself kind of my knees stronger, I just have to be disciplined, and those wall squats every second day, 30 seconds holding it. It's not easy, and do it 5 times. And then I've got to find some bands. I know that I've got some bands somewhere, and I'll do that. I can either do that today and then have tomorrow off, or I can do that alternatively. So basically I can do the wall squats today, and then tomorrow I'll do the band exercises. There's not a huge lot of exercises there, right? They're just little simple things just to help strengthen. Then in 2 more weeks I have another appointment with the physio, and he's checked my strength and my, what do you call it, my ability to squat. So I guess if you can work on your ability to squat and your strength, that will help, be able to do what I'm trying to do, which is hold a squat. And I do have, well, my gosh, a month and a half by this stage. And though, even when I'm on holidays, right, I'll still do those exercises. I'll take the band with me, because the first part of my holiday, the first month, well, when we go out to the safaris, even if we paid for, like the trip I'm doing with the first month with my friends is way more, it's called boutique style, I guess, not like the overland track that I'm doing, which is kind of backpacky style. But, end of the day, if you have to squat, pull over the side of the road and chuck a squat, well then, doesn't matter how much you paid for your trip, right? There's no miraculous toilets that's going to appear, right? So I might still, in that first month, have to do a squat. So that's why I have to just keep on practice. And then obviously the second half of my trip to Africa will probably entail me actually having to use a squat toilet. So by then, it's probably 2.5 months. Hopefully all the work that I do now will represent me not falling into a hole. You sent me a star. I missed it. Oh man, I missed you seeing the star. Okay, let's see the Kirsty's got here. It was less than 55p for 50 joules. The star is about 2p. I think that I used it to test. The gift icon is next to the money one on the phone. Okay, there you go. Okay, Kirsty, that's actually pretty. That's good because it's not really expensive, right? And I guess what YouTube are trying to do is it's fun to do because I actually think it's fun. I can't wait to do it myself. I mean, thank you for sending me a gift, for example, there. But like, that sounds kind of fun. All right, I'm going to do that. We'll do that on Susan's tomorrow. Hopefully, she's not listening. She's probably already had it. Kirsty, have you seen it happen on Susan's channel already? Or maybe she has to activate it. Okay, maybe it's a monetary, like maybe you have to be fully monetized, maybe. I don't know. Susan's going to be fully monetized soon anyway. I want to send sleeves. Oh, is there some interesting, what other ones can you send? There's Chili's party hats, stars. Is there only 3 icons? Or is there a whole ship of icons? So the star is worth 2p. So that's like about 5 cents Australian. Interesting. I guess it's an interactive way of, instead of like giving someone like a nominated fee, it's just a fun thing to do. But the thing is, though, you got to be watching the chat, Dora. If you don't watch the chat, you don't see the goddamn star come through. Oh, they do get more expensive. Of course they do. So, of course they do, Kirsty. Of course they do. But that's a nice way of like, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not from a tipping culture, so I don't expect it. In the UK, you guys aren't tippers over there, are you? I don't think you're a tippers, are you? I mean, if you have a really, really good service, you might, leave a few dollars. But it's not like America. America is like the tipping. I mean, I guess YouTube really comes from America, and that's a very big tipping community. Like, that's what they do. But they do that because wages are so low, right? That you have to tip to help supplement the incomes of these people. I think the seaside one is the most expensive. No, we don't tip apart from takeaway or something. We say keep the change, but nothing required. Exactly. Yeah. So same here. Oh, guys, that sun on the back of my back is just beautiful. Can you believe that this is winter, guys? My feet are in the water. She's a little cold, but this is winter in Australia. Okay, this is winter in southeast Queensland. I'm kind of like more than the middle of Australia. Oh, am I in the middle? Maybe I'm in the middle. Yeah, I guess I class as the middle. But my weather here is completely different to Susan's, right? Susan's has been raining all week. Did Susan say it's still raining? Because it has been rain. She did say it was going to be raining till Saturday. So I don't know if she's actually said in the chat today if it was raining or not. What? The seaside one is worth £185. So it's really for all budgets. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, you got to, I guess so. If you only bought, say you only bought $2 worth of gifts, then you can't buy the $185 one, right? Hopefully they have that, it doesn't go, it's like a little, like it's like a Visa debit card. Like you've only got $2 worth of gifts, $2 or £2 or whatever, and that's all you can spend. Because you wouldn't want to accidentally go, oh, that's nice, I'll send her a sunrise. And then pumbo, you're like, what the hell? Can I have that back? Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go, Kirsty. We've learned something new today. Thank you. A simple family, someone life. Yeah, but it was actually a stranger that did it to me through the week. I was like, what's going on here? They were sending all these stars, and I'm like, what is this stars thing? I think that's really cool. I thought, you know how like people can send like, you know, heart emojis and stuff like that, or likes. I thought, oh, that's what it is. But then I just go like, wow, that's interesting. And then Mike starts sending me chilies, and I'm like, what the hell? Where did this chili from? And he goes, it's a gift. And I'm like, well, I don't understand. What does this mean? So there you go. And then I forgot about it until, yeah. Oh, interesting. There you go. We're always learning, right? We're always learning. We are always learning. Phenomenal day. Okay, so I'm just going to go mentally through my head what I have to do today. I have to apply for visas. So now that I have my flights booked for Africa, now I can apply for visas. So some of the countries I'm going to, you actually need to have a visa, which is really just a tax to come into their country, right? It's a way they may make extra money. So need to do that. I have to come up with an idea. I have been sent my first product that is aligned. Debatable if it's aligned. I don't know. But, you know, I mean, I've had other companies say they'll send me stuff and they're like, you know, I'll send you stuff, but you got to pay the, you know, the money to send it. I'm like, I don't really need jewelry and I don't really need, you know, whatever they were sending. I was like, I wouldn't buy that. So why would I pay for the, what do you call it, the postage? And I think the postage is always more expensive, so you're actually paying for the product, right? So it's a way, it's not even like it's just a way of basically trying to get people to buy their products in a different way. A scam, so to speak. So anyway, so I've never looked at it. But this one was an Australian company, because, you know, I'm an Australian, which is interesting, because I'm like, oh, interesting. And they said, yeah, if you review our product, we'll send you a product for free. And I'm like, there's got to be a catch here, right? Or this must be like, you know, some kind of scammer. Because that's the first time that's ever happened like that. And the product is not a product I use every day. And it's probably not the right time of year to be using the product too. So they didn't say I had to do it immediately, but I could use the product today because it is a really nice day. Anyway, all they've asked for is that I do an Instagram post or reel with a true review. They didn't say make it positive, and they didn't say that they wanted to have a look at it first. So it's not like a proper collab where they're like, you know, oh, we want you to say this and this and that. No, nothing like that. They want an honest review, and they did give me a code. And look, I'm going to be honest, no one's going to use this code. My Instagram is not that banging that people are even going to read my description. But anyway, for the sake of shits and giggles, I'll put it in there because that's what they want you to do. And apparently, if someone buys stuff, I get a little commission. I was like, oh, okay. But again, no one's going to buy it, trust me. Like I said, it's not the right time of year, and they're an Australian company. So most of the people that watch me, or even in my Instagram friends, and I will put on YouTube too, just for shits and giggles, you know, they're in America or the UK, so they're not buying this product. And I said, my market here in Australia is my friends and family, and they're flat out watching any of my videos. They think I'm pretty hideous. No, they don't think I'm hideous, but like they're just like, oh God, what are you doing? Dancing so a koala comes. Dancing so you can see a platypus. Yep, that's me. I just thought, you know what, it would be a good first crack at having a go. And like, you know, I've never really had to make a video using a product that someone gave me. So I thought, you know what, for shits and giggles, let's give this a crack. So we're hoping that we see a pelican on the other side of this. But I can't see the pelican, guys. The pelican's not here. Pelican is not here. We're going to turn around because I have 30% and I still haven't decided how I'm going to do what I'm going to do with my little gifted thing. It does involve the beach, and it's a bonus that the weather is good. Otherwise, it'll be a little bit miserable kind of video. So I do need to have battery to film it. So I shouldn't use all my battery on a live stream. So anyway, we're going to walk back to the car. I do have a battery pack with me though. Probably should have brought the battery pack with me and charged my phone at the same time while I was walking. That would have been smart. But the last time I took a battery pack with me for a walk on a live stream, I lost the battery pack. I did go back to look for it. It was gone. But I did see a dolphin. When I came back, we saw a dolphin. And that was pretty amazing. I don't get to see dolphins here very often at all. So it's really, really cool when you do see a dolphin. So, okay, I lost my battery pack, but I saw a dolphin. So I was like, okay. For every 2 joules a viewer sends to a gift, send as a gift, the creator earns 1 ruby. 1 ruby equals $1. 1 US, point. Oh my God, that's 10 cents. That's really not value, is it? It's kind of really just kind of trying to make us be in the tipping field, like so that, I mean, and you think about it, right? For YouTube, they have millions of viewers. If only, you know, if they started getting everyone to send little stars to everyone, that that adds up, right? I mean, the creator might. That's worse than making AdSense. I'm gonna be honest. Like AdSense is hard yakkers. Hard yakkers. I mean, I'm just like, I don't even look at it. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It's irrelevant really because it's really not a lot of money. And that's because, you know, obviously I haven't figured out, you know, how to make good videos. And I don't have a huge lot of people that watch my videos. So it makes sense, right? So you've got to start somewhere. And I guess, you know, if you're one of those big live streamers that has, you know, have you been to some live streams where they've got like over 1,000 people watching? I'm like, and the chat just goes, like you cannot even keep track. Like it's phenomenal. And you're like, wowzers, really? You can imagine if, you know, a few of them sent gifts, that would add up, right? So I get the concept. And I also get that, you know, you can become a little bit like, oh, that's fun. It's like pokies, right? Ding, ding, ding. Not that I play the pokies, but it's kind of, I don't know, kind of like pokies. Would you say that, Kirsty? It's kind of like pokies. You're not winning anything. But it's fun to go, let's pick this icon. Let's send a chili. Let's send a star. Party hat. Show your face. Please show me your face. Well, for that comment, I'm not going to show the face because I reckon sometimes when you show faces like that, people are nasty, right? They go, oh my God, you're old, you're ugly. So I just don't want to give people ammo. But then at the same time, you could say, oh my God, you're beautiful. You're my long lost cousin from another mother. And I could be your long lost cousin from another mother. Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, Kirsty, I forgot to tell. Actually, I didn't do a live stream yesterday, so that's why. Oh, yeah, I did do a live stream yesterday. I did it when I went platypus chasing. Kirsty, are you there? I have something really interesting to tell you. Okay, Kirsty. Hey, so Kirsty, I was working in a thrift shop yesterday with my client, and I just look up, right? And I see this face coming towards me. I'm like, oh my God, I know that face. And I'm like, automatically went, Nolini. She's like, Moriara. I'm like, oh my God. And we hugged. And there was a little girl with her. I said, oh, hello. And she's like, oh my God. And, we hugged. I'm like, oh my God. And I said, is this your daughter? And she's like, no, it's my granddaughter. I was like, okay, cool. Me that hasn't got children, I have no idea who, children. You don't want to say, like, you presume it's their grandchild and it's their child. That's embarrassing, right? So anyway, she's like, and I'm like, oh my God. I said, it's nice to meet you, to, the little grandchild. I said, and look, the grandchild is the age that when Nolene and I first met, we were in grade 4 together. So in grade 4, I think you're about, 7, 8 years old? And her grandchild was that age, holding a mobile phone, and she was looking at the phone. She couldn't care less what her grandmother was doing, hugging some random stranger in a shop. But it was so... I'll show you a photo, actually. Oh, hey, Jazz. Oh, okay. So let me show you... Okay, this is me. Hey, how you going? I'm Dora. But I'll show you the photo, Jazz. Jazz, oh my God. Show you the photo. This is like a photo of Atu. That's Nolini. She was my grade 4. She was one of my best friends in grade 4 and grade 5. And then she went to a completely different school. She went to a different high school. I probably saw her maybe, 15, 20 years ago. Probably, I don't know where I ran into her. But, we had a little hug and a little chat. But that's all we did. We just exchanged, pleasantries. And oh my God, I'm 51 now, right? And if I did the math right, that's like a long time ago. A long time ago that we were like besties running around a playground playing marbles. And then her grandchild is like, I'll turn that off now. That her grandchild was like sitting there playing on a phone. And we had a good chat for about half an hour actually. It was so nice to see her. So nice. It's really quite nice to run into someone that, was a big part of your life when you were, such a little person. When you're 8 years old, nothing really matters, right? Like you don't have to think about food or where your food comes from or earning money. You just got to think about going to school and playing with your friends. And Nolene was, my best friend, one of my best friends then. It was so good to see her. Never be scared to show your face. Oh, I'm not scared, Jazz. Honestly, Jazz, I'm not scared. I don't care about the trolls. They can say all they want. Okay, I don't really care. I was just being funny because the last person, when someone says, I want to see your face, I'm like, they're being weird. Because there's a lot of trolls. But, I'm not scared of my same face at all. This is me, freckles and all. Yeah, and look, I think that's what I love about living where I live. I still live in the local area that, I went to school and to high school. And that's not everyone's cup of tea, right? I get that. Like this, where I live, it looks really, really nice now. But, back in the day, the council didn't put a lot of money into the facilities here. They actually used to call this place Dead Cliff. So Redcliffe is where I live now. This is Redcliffe, southeast Queensland. This is Moreton Bay. It's beautiful, right? But they used to call where I lived here Dead Cliff because not much happened here. So when I grew up here as a teenager, when there's not a lot to do, you get into a lot of trouble, right? You have parties, cause a lot of ruckus. Yeah, it's turned into a really beautiful place to live. A lot of my friends have moved away. So that's why, it's really nice to run into people. And, I wasn't even in the location I live, right? I was in another area, half an hour from here. She doesn't live here anymore either. So it was really nice. I know, I like to have a chat. I like, I don't know, not everyone likes that. Some of my friends go, oh my God, seriously. Do you have to stop and say hello to everyone? I'm like, yes, I do. And that's why I really do love YouTube. And I love the friends that we make here. Actually, I am turning a few people back onto moderator, but not many, just because, as I said, I didn't want a sea of blue moderators in my chat. That way, I have the ability to make new friends. And since I've done that in the last week, I've actually made a lot of new friends. I mean, I don't know if they're going to come back and say hello. They probably thought I was very, very weird. But I don't know. That's okay. But whereas prior, when I had pretty much every person that comes to my chat that is a friend of mine, I made a moderator. And that's not the point, right? Just because I'm not, didn't make someone a moderator doesn't mean they're my friend. That's the difference, right? I made everyone a moderator so they could check each other out. But I realised most people are watching my live streams on their computers. It's very easy to copy and paste people's links and then check them out that way. You don't need to be a moderator. The real reason for a moderator is to make sure that, if Dora's rambling away, which I do a lot, that there's someone there to get rid of the weirdos in the chat. Because, sometimes there's some weirdos. Not always. And plus, I've noticed that sometimes when everyone is a moderator, they get rid of people that, maybe aren't being nasty. They're just being sarcastic. Like I had a guy called, his name was Heartthrob. That was the name of his handle. I think he was probably from India. Because we had conversation about food sometimes. But he used to come to my chat quite regularly. I didn't make him a moderator because he wasn't really like a creator or a friend. But we'd have some really interesting conversations about meditation and visualization and stuff like that. But he was very, very sarcastic, probably with a side of a bit slimy, but not overly slimy. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sarcastic, and I love a little flirt every now and then. I mean, I've got a partner, right? I'm not talking about being, smutty, but I'm not a prude, right? So anyway, I know that some people in my chat can be a little bit like, oh, that's a bit weird. And they've got rid of that person. That person has never come back. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm being a little selective. And because, yeah, some people can be a little bit heavy-handed and just get rid of people that, maybe I actually did appreciate and like in my chat. Jazz isn't Jason. Think about the shortened version of Jason. Jazz, like Ace. Jace. Oh yeah, Jace. Well, I mean, Jason here in Australia, everything's shortened, right? Jace, or Jay. I have a friend called Jason, and they call him Jay instead of Jason or Jace. They call him Jay, which is kind of weird. You think it'd be Jay, but yeah, his name's Jason, but they call him Jay. So, Jace, Kirsty is Heart's Humble Homestead. She's based in the UK. Her and Dean have an awesome channel where they teach you about homesteading, but in suburbia more. They have a beautiful garden where they grow a lot of their fruit and vegetables as much as they can, and they teach us about homesteading principles that probably have been forgotten in today's instant life, like actually making something out of the pantry. And I'll be honest, she teaches me a lot of stuff about pantry because I am not much of a cook or a baker of any description. I wouldn't know the first thing about, I need some self-raising flour. I've only got plain flour. Oh, I have to go to the shops. But in Kirsty's channel and Dean's channel, Heart's Humble Homestead, they teach you that you don't actually need to have self-raising flour. You can actually make that yourself with plain flour. Don't you do plain flour and baking soda? Is that right? And you shift that through together. That is even the right words. And how to make golden syrup. How to, for example, vegetable broth. You can make that yourself by collecting all the offsets of your vegetables, putting it in the freezer, and then when you've got enough, boil that down, make that into a vegetable stock. And then, even further, which is really interesting, they dehydrated it. And then they made their own vegetable stock powder. I'd never seen that before. It's amazing. So, Jace, do you actually have a channel that you do anything with? Are you a creator? My name is Maximum Commander of, oh my gosh, okay. Legit Dora, the explorer this morning. Yes, I'm legit. I love an adventure or three. You check out my channel, there's a few different adventures. Like yesterday on my live stream, I went looking for platypuses. You're Australian, so you've probably seen a platypus. But platypuses in the wild are one of my favourite things to see, along with koalas. So I go hiking a lot looking for koalas. But the beach is definitely my happy space. I love going to the beach. And the reason why I've got 80 at the end of my name, Exploradora 80, is because I would like to visit 80 countries. So I understand that a lot of people think that's very, very stupid to count countries. And now that I think about it, now that I've grown up a little bit more, maybe I also think that's a little bit stupid too. But it's my name, Exploradora 80. And this year, I might get close to seeing 70 countries, not all in one year, obviously. Country number 62 was Luxembourg last year. And country number 63 will be South Africa, coming up in a couple of months' time. So that's exciting. And I'm going to do a couple of different countries in Africa. Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda. So I won't get to 70, but that's okay. It's only 1 year. Some years I don't see any new countries. It's okay. Over the pandemic, I didn't travel for 4 or 5 years. That's okay. I saw more of Australia because Australia's pretty amazing, right? I want to do a little stretch because another thing we don't do a lot of is stretching. And even though I haven't done a huge lot of walking, it's really, really good to stretch. She has a really strong accent. I know. G'day, mate. Does that even give you a better angle at my accent? Like Swedish. Oh, no, I'm not Swedish. I'm from Australia. Absolutely Swedish. Darn. Are you Swedish? No, I'm not Swedish. Duncan Star. No, I don't even know. I don't even know. No, I don't even know how to say anything in Swedish, to be honest. I have been to Sweden, though. And I guess my brother-in-law lives in Sweden. So Diego's brother is married to a Swedish lady, and they live in Sweden. Oh, thank you, Dora. Your baking powder. Yes, baking powder and See, I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't watched Heart's Humble Homestead. That is why you should watch it, because you don't know when you might need self-raising flour. And you don't want to go to the shops and buy it, because you only might need a little bit of it. I had no idea. No idea. I've been that person that have said, oh, crap, the recipe needs self-raising flour. I don't have any. Oh, crap, I'm not going to the shops. Or let's go to the shops. And then when you go to the shops, you end up buying a whole lot of crap that you don't need. So it saves you money. It saves you money. Hey, what's that, guys? What is that? What is that? I've got a hint. I've got a hint. Okay, what was that, guys? I've never seen that before. Kirsty. I don't even know who sent that, guys. Who is that? I hope you're not looking down my top. I don't think you can see my on my top. Paul. Paul's like, what am I watching? Paul, hey Paul, how you going? Actually, a day out, Kiwi, what? Actually on a day out with a Kiwi lad living in Australia. Oh, that's cool. Meet Paul D. Australia. Paul D. Australia is my mate from Phillip Island in the bottom of Victoria. So obviously, Jess, you're from Sydney, you know where Phillip Island is, maybe? I've never been, to be honest. I've never been. Whoops. Paul's saying hello to Kirsty. Okay, we're not talking about politics on this channel. You got a gift. You got a gift. Thank you. Who sent me the gift, guys? Oh no, Hamid. Hamid sent finger hearts. I have never seen that before. Oh, guys, what is going on today, guys? I'm seeing these gifts I've never seen in my life before. Like that hand was like there for like a good couple of seconds. You got a gift. You got a gift. I'm excited. It's a heart gift. It's a finger heart gift, Dora. Sorry. Thank you. That's really cool. But I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I shouldn't cheapen this, guys. But I actually thought it was going to be a finger that they did the finger to me or something like that. Like, you know, something strange, like funny. I wouldn't have been insulted, to be honest, at all. But I thought it was something like that. That was weird. It's a heart. Hey, honey badger, how you going? Hey, well, thank you, Hamid, for your sent finger. That's really beautiful. Thank you. But yes, I'm not Swedish. The person asked me if I'm Swedish. I'm Australian. Like Paul D. Australia, he's from Australia. Hey, Paul, you got the end of my spilling the tea the other day, or you caught some of my spilling the tea where I was talking about my squatting adventures. I did go to the physio, and I have some exercises that I have to do to help strengthen my knees. So that I will build strength to be able to squat. So I have done something about it. I'm not just talking about it for the sake of talking about it. I'm actually going to do action. Hey, hi, beautiful, from London. Hey, Wayne, how you going, mate? Unhealthy trash. Thank you. I mean, you know, I look at it as a positive. Unhealthy trash. What a lovely thing to say in a chat. And someone's got granny. Oh, well, you know, I've got to be someone's granny since I don't have children. Why I'm not a remote. Nicholas, because I can't have everyone as a moderator. And I have there's a couple of people in there already. And you know what? I don't care. Do you see me crying? Do I see me crying? Can I just say, Parker, I'm sending you love. You know, when someone's nasty to you, you send them love more. Send them love back. That's all. I just don't care. I just don't care. Say bottle of water. Bottle of water. And you know what? I think in life, if you get upset by someone saying you're a granny or um, you're unhealthy trash, then, you know, then you can get upset. And I just don't get upset. And Hammond sent me sparkles. Sparkles times 3 times 4. What is going on? Times 6, times 7. This is really cool. Thank you. See, someone can call you trash, and then on the other side they can send you a lovely sparkle. So I'm not insulted at all. I actually think that people like that want to be nasty to people on the other side of the world that they don't even know. Like, I mean, that's more about them, not me. So they can call me granny, they can call me whatever they like. And he's saying sorry. I'm sorry. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you need to think about what you say. I just think that's a little bit weird. But thank you, Hammond, for sending me coins. It now starts. Glad you got the back issue sorted. Make sure you keep up with the exercises. Yes, that is exactly right, Paul. And that's why I'm talking about it, because it keeps me accountable, right? It's tacky. Irish fishing girl. I'm an Irish fishing girl? I'm not Irish, and I'm not fishing. I'm just stretching. Oh, but yeah, Paul, I'm definitely going to keep at it. Um, Parker's got here. I'm okay. I've just 19, okay? I'm sorry for my rude comments. Well, yes, I take your apology, and I hope you have a good day, Parker. Honey Badger says, imagine growing up only to become an internet troll. Their parents must be very overwhelmed or underwhelmed with their success in life. I get you, Honey Badger. I get you. Needs to be a super. Baby. You have a big accent. Well, I'm sure if you listen to yourself and someone was listening to you, you'd probably think the same. I'd think the same about you. Like, you've got a big accent. You should hear Paul's for you. Paul's got a good accent too. Even though we're from the same country, he's from the bottom of Australia. I'm from the middle of Australia. So I just have to turn the phone on silent because old mate's having a good time on his scooter with a radio going, and in the fear of getting a little copyright strike. You don't actually get a copyright strike. It's kind of like a little slap. And basically what it means is that your channel, that video can't be monetized. So what you have to do is you can appeal it, but there's no reason, it's actually happened. Like, there's music, right? And you're stealing music from another person, even though I didn't mean to. So what you do is you cut out that bit. So YouTube, in the actual YouTube studio, have ability that you just go cut that bit out, and then that bit gets cut out and music's gone. So then you can still monetize your video, which is cool. A beer, a scooter. No, I hate scooters. Well, it was actually a skateboard, actually. It was a skateboard. So, guys, I am going to go. Thank you for joining me here today, guys. Talking about Bali, I'll be back there next year, March. Well, I haven't even thought about that far ahead, Paul. Let's say I'm probably there in spirit. I'm not sure, though, at this present moment. I've done that for our boys' channel. Please speak. You're speaking too fast. I know I speak fast. So thank you for saying that, Rock Iron, because I do sometimes need a little gentle reminder that I do speak very fast. And you know what? I'm even trying to slow it down. My normal speech is like. So yeah, thank you for saying that. Because sometimes I do need a reminder. And it's not being insulting to say that, and that's okay. Noah, hello Noah, how you going? I met you the other day. Hey, Noah, you know how we were talking about? So Noah, I think you're from Oklahoma. I know you're from America, somewhere in America. We were talking. Oh, okay, wait on. Maybe you're not from America. I don't know. Are you from the UK? I can't remember now. But we were koala chasing together. We didn't see a koala, but we were talking about platypuses. Guess what? Yesterday I went platypus chasing. I didn't really chase. Platypus looking. And guess what, Noah? We saw a platypus. So yesterday's live stream, if you go check it out, there's a little platypus. Well, it's not really a platypus. It's a little reptile with a tick next to it. And it says platypus. We're looking for a platypus. So in that video, we found a platypus. We didn't find it. We saw it in the water. It's pretty cool. So say hello to Noah. I met him the other day. Are you going in March? I don't know yet. I'll be honest. The only thing I can think about right now is going to Africa. So that's next year right now for me. I would like to say I'm going to go, but I can't guarantee right now. Okay. So Hearts and Humble have seen. So Kirsty has seen Noah's. I think maybe Noah was in one of my other lives too. I don't know. I'll only go for 5 days in March. Nice to meet you. Hey, it was nice to meet you, Jace. From Sydney. I didn't actually hear. Are you actually a creator? I think Noah is from the UK. You're right. You're right, and I do need that reminder, Ruck, that not everyone speaks English. I don't speak any other languages very well. I speak very, very bad Indonesian, and I speak even worse Espanol. So I get it. If you were speaking Espanol right now, I'd be like, "What? Slow down! I can't understand. Stop! Slow down." So I understand, but I can't go too slow because if I go too slow, I won't even know what I'm saying. So I'll try to go slower for you, okay? But it's not just for you, right? Because I do understand that even other people in English-speaking countries, like for example, someone that speaks Scottish. Oh my God, have you ever heard like Scottish accent? Like for example, Andrew. When Andrew came on my live stream, I couldn't understand him, and we both speak the same language, English, and I couldn't understand him. I've got to go. Hey, good to see you, Honey Major. We'll see you later. Okay, so Jace, you're not a content creator. Well, nice to meet you. Hopefully you can subscribe and we'll see you out there somewhere. I am generally doing live streams or adventures somewhere. I am actually trying to edit a video as we speak about, I'm not going to say where, it's a very interesting place in the world. It's in the South Pacific and it involves a shipwreck. Let's go with that. So stay tuned for that. I can't tell you when I'm going to put it out. Nicholas has got headphones. Already done. Okay, thanks. Nice to meet you, Jace, and I'll see you on the next adventure, right? Well, all love Dora's. We all love Dora's challenge travels. Oh wow, that sounds amazing. Bye, Dora. See you soon. Okay, see you, mate. Guys, I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to wash my feet. But guys, I may or may not be back later on. I have to go home and get my visa sorted for Africa. But then I don't want to promise anything yet, but I was telling my mum that I would go back to Mullaney. I didn't tell her that I was going to go back today, but I was going to go up today instead of yesterday, but I went yesterday. I actually think I'm going to go stay in my mum's house tonight. So that means that we're going to go platypus chasing again, guys. So Paul's like, oh, good grief. There's going to be more platypus dancing. Yes, Paul, if you're there lurking in the background still, you're like, oh, God. Dora and her platypuses. So anyway, stay tuned, guys. There probably will be some more live streams coming from me. Or check a replay. Because, yeah, we are on the hunt for platypuses. It's platypus mating season. That's the other thing. Platypuses are they're out this time of year because they're looking for a mate, right? They want a mate. And last year on a live stream, we actually saw them mating. And that was a phenomenal experience to see platypuses mating. I know you're like, that is weird. But yeah, wildlife is amazing. Wildlife is amazing, and platypuses are like the most interesting animals you've ever seen. They're like a mammal that has eggs. Sorry, a mammal that lays eggs. So that's the only mammal in the world that do that. So guys, see you later. Thanks for being here. Damn, I don't understand anything.
Let me just slow down for Ruck for a second, because when I talk about animals, I get so excited and I go blah, 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 blah. So I'm sorry, Ruck. What I was saying is that, have you heard of a platypus? If you Google platypus, very cool animal. If you come back and look at my live stream later on, you might see a platypus. Thanks, Kirsty. The hospital's looking after me. Okay, so Nicholas is still in hospital. I hope you feel better, mate. Hey, mummy. Well, I'm not your mummy, but anyway. Hey, Maddie, how you going? I'm going, guys. See you later. See you. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you, Noah. I'll see you again soon. Bye. But if not, go check out my live stream from yesterday. You will see a platypus, guys. You'll see a platypus. But anyway, if not, catch me today, tomorrow. We'll go platypus chasing again. Bye. See ya. Get better. Nicholas, bye. And hope, Maddie, I hope you're okay, Maddie. I haven't seen you for a little while. I hope you go okay.